everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be giving you some tips and tricks in regards of the writing of answers in the mains. I know a lot of you struggle with the answer writing. So what happens is that you all have a very clear idea as to what to study, how to study, and may even have completed your syllabus by now. But what happens is that when there is time, because again when you read the question paper and when you are just about to write your answers, before that what happens is that you just start pondering and thinking, just go into a very deep session of overthinking as to what should I write. This happens with a lot of people, trust me, that they have so many ideas, okay, they have this abundance of information in their tiny heads, but then when it comes to penning down their ideas onto the paper, they just go clueless. They're like, I have no idea how to do this, I have no idea how to go about it. So it's okay, there is no worries at all, because I'll give you some tips and tricks. First of all, please start practicing answer writing, because a lot of people, what they do is they just study a lot and they just go through the questions and they just mentally prepare their answers and think that it's enough. But no, it is UPSC civil services examinations and nothing is enough in this paper. Even one day before, if you start revising everything that you've studied, you may feel that there are things that you need to just cover up, but then you would not be able to do so, because any new information towards the end of the examination is not really feasible as well, right? So I think the first and the foremost tip that I would like to give you guys would be to complete your answer. So what happens is, at times we only focus on the negative or the positive aspect of it, or maybe overall, right? But then there are few aspects, there are few angles which are left, which is something that you should not be able to do. So whenever you write your answer, make sure that you cover all the sides of the question. Okay, that means all the aspects whichever is related to the question should be covered, no matter what, because as a civil servant, you are expected to have a very neutral opinion of the issue and also hear all the sides of the story and finally make a conclusion, right? So in order to do that, you need to have the concise to take a 360-degree look over the question and then answer. Second important tip would be to include keywords. So a lot of people, what they do is, obviously since the word limit, you have to abide the word limit of the questions. People write essays and essays and essay, but they do not highlight the important parts. So now again, that does not really fetch you extra marks, but what happens is that when you just bold, or when you just underline the important parts of it, then at once when the obviously invigilators are checking the paper, at once they catch when they glance your question paper or when they glance your answer sheet, they at once just their eyes catch the keywords which you must have highlighted, and that would be just the crux of the whole question, right? Which would make it easier to mark rather than reading the whole story and then just marking you. So that's a very good tip. I think you should use keywords. I think other than that, substantiate your answer, because a lot of people, what they do is they give straight up statements and they go and they keep on doing that, but you don't have to do that. So what you have to do is that whenever you're giving the statement, please justify it, tell it, whatever it is, a line as simple as anything that you might just come across in the GS paper. Justify everything that you say, because everything should come with proof, everything should come with some kind of evidence supporting your statement. So do that, because other than that, what happens is you will just go on stating statements and then it won't be very meaningful for the invigilator as well, because you're not providing some sort of evidence or some sort of substantial fact that can go with it. I think the last and the most crucial tip that I would like to give to all the aspirants out there would be to practice, because answer writing is not easy, trust me. It is also a form of art, as I would like to believe. So what you're supposed to do is just practice, okay? Because as I said, a lot of people mentally prepare their answers. That is something that is just very prohibited. Please don't do that, because unless and until you write down, unless you practice answer writing, how would you know that you're good at it, or how would you know that you'll be able to do it, right? So I think that's a good grasp of the answer writing for mains. Other than that, I wish everyone all the best, and stay tuned for more such educational content on our channel. Like, share and subscribe.